You can grab one of those infusions out of the fridge if you want.
That go for me as well?
Yeah. No, not you. No, you're not allowed.
No.
Sheesh! You're gonna die.
Give me 1 second, because I still have tears in my eyes.
He's dying inside.
You have a grumpy face by default.
Man, I don't even live here.
Did I remember my keys, or am I just stupid?
Oh, I don't like how this is going.
I think it's for dummies.
God, I smell dog shit.
Welcome to the... No, you know what? Never mind. Scratch that. This comes out on your birthday week. You introduced it.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Nope. My
Yeah.
birthday week's the 9th.
Yeah, this will come out the week of the 9th.
Oh, wait, this is next week's episode. Yeah, I
This will
forget.
come out the week of the 9th.
Oh
You do the
my-
intro, and you also introduce Off the Rails.
Woo. Welcome to Absurditee Podcast. With you today is myself. It's Jake. What's up? I don't have an interesting fact for myself today. And it's DK.
What up, guys? I'm DK, the man who's probably lost 12 pounds of sweat in the past 8 hours.
Sounds about accurate.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
hotter than a witch's tit in a brass bra out there, boys and girls.
Brass bras.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, fucking hot.
Hi, I'm Cameron, and I firsthand learned the dangers of a brand new chain on a chainsaw this week.
Woo, girl.
I put a brand new chain on it.
You just look down and he's like, doesn't have his legs.
I tried to start it up, and it hit my leg, but I didn't have the thing. I didn't have the trigger pulled,
Yeah.
but it did move a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and I had a nice stream of blood coming out of my leg. So
Ooh, man.
that was
Ooh.
good.
Ooh, if you would have pressed that trigger,
Oh yeah, I would have been done.
probably would have like.
How did it even get to your leg?
I had it on the ground, and when I pulled it, the whole thing like shifted, and it hit me right in the leg.
We need to teach you etiquette.
Come on.
Well, I was trying to cut those hedge stumps down as far as I could go, so I could drill holes in them and pour
Yeah, I
oil
saw
into
the,
them.
the holes.
But I only got halfway through, and then the chainsaw was like, "Oh, never mind, I don't want to work anymore." So I just drilled holes in every.
Do you have the
single
chain
one.
too tight?
No,
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Interesting. But you got the holes drilled.
So we'll just pour oil in it, and they said between 6 to 12 weeks that it should die off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna pour oil in it. And
Another thing you can do in those holes, and if you don't want to do oil just for the sake of the area around, you can use Epsom salt.
yeah,
Fill those holes with Epsom salt. That's the same thing that, like, because they make like the root
yeah.
killer stuff it's the exact same.
Does your
Well,
wife know that I used her Epsom salt while you guys were gone to like bathe almost every day?
He
I
was
mean, no.
an achy boy.
It was very comfortable because
But-
I literally took like all the candles in the house and I put them in the bathroom, turned off the light, put my earbuds in, leaned back with like just a
Watched
tub
Sex
of
in the City. Ate a pint of
I
ice
don't
cream.
think
Yeah,
I
with
can
my-
go
with
in
my
that
glass
shower
of,
anymore.
like,
That's
sangria.
weird.
What?
So I don't know if I can go in that shower anymore. That's really weird.
Well, just because
I don't like any of that. I don't like how you literally set a scene for yourself to take a bath.
I did, yeah. It was super comforting.
It's really
Like, it
weird.
was
I don't
so
like
comfortable.
it. I don't like any
The
of it.
fact, no, you know what? That's one of your problems. I think you need to take.
No, I don't
a
like that you
relaxing
did it in my bath.
You did it in your own bath.
I don't
that's
care
fine.
if I do it. I don't like that
I
you
don't
did it in my
fit in
bath.
I don't fit in my bathtub.
I don't fit in my bathtub, but that's because I'm rotund.
Rotund. I've actually
It
booked
doesn't matter how full I fill the water, my belly still sticks out.
I'm in fetal position with just the shower like just raining on me.
No,
just crying.
I've booked an Airbnb like in the past year just for the sake of like taking a full on nice like big bath.
Oh, these cabins
like,
that we
bubble
go
bath.
to in Arkansas,
Uh-huh.
they have a jacuzzi tub. So like, I get in that.
Oh
thing.
yeah, for sure.
I just want a sauna, my guy. That's all I want.
I want a jacuzzi tub.
A juicy cup of Tipico, so
But
good.
another fact is,
Yes, other fact.
we put an
facts.
offer in on the house.
Ooh,
So
he's
we-
being an adult,
we
making
are
money
waiting-
moves.
We are waiting to hear back.
Uh-huh.
Here's a crisp
We've already been
$2 bill.
approved for what they're asking.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just waiting to hear back of where we go next.
Ooh, well, fingers crossed, my guy. I think
Yeah.
you're gonna get it though.
I mean, they basically said we get it.
Yeah.
It's just like we're waiting for the next step.
Dude, then we get to start updating in here
Yes.
in our studio.
And my dad already said it probably costs $30 to get electricity out here
yeah, it's not gonna cost. It's gonna cost.
because there's the outlet right there.
Yeah.
You could literally just put a different
Mhm.
box on it and then run a power line directly out here.
We could run it underground. We can dig it
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
We
I
can
would
do
say
whatever.
He's talking about
underground
like
would
going
be better.
across, like above, like
You want to go above?
at the house and just come all the way in here.
I would avoid above ground wires just for safety and like security reasons. Above ground wires are like super exposed to the elements, especially with the harsher winters we're getting.
Yeah.
I would definitely do underground.
I mean,
I think it would just be easier underground. Just
if worst comes to worst, as far as winter goes, we still can use the outlet.
I know, but just for all purposes, like it's just better. Like if a tree falls on it or something.
I mean, we can definitely update this by insulating
with
it.
Air conditioned.
I could literally put two
Those
units in on either side to have cross air going.
Ayos mio.
Yes, but it's gonna have to be a group project.
No, for sure.
Listen,
I can do
my
all the
favorite
sheetrock. I
thing
can do
is
all the
manually-
insulating and all the sheetrock work in here. Like that's cake, dog. That's cake.
But yeah,
and heat it too.
Like there's a lot of stuff in here we can get rid of that we are gonna do, and
Yeah, like all of your.
well, I mean
Shit
we have
back
a
there.
we have a
Get rid
washer,
of all of
dryer,
it.
and a refrigerator from inside the house that
Do
we
they work?
replaced. And
Because we can just plug it in here and then keep the beer in here.
that's true, we could.
Beer
Oh,
fridge.
Put a bed in here and I'll just live in here. Would you? Hey, if you get air conditioning,
Just you live on one half, we record on the other.
no, same half. It's just I just
Same
put-
half.
Yeah,
He's got a fold up bed that just goes up against
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Peach
He's
Trundle
that-
bed.
He just sits up from bed like, hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
yeah. I sleep like underneath the table, so it's just like you guys like push me. It's like, hey man, it's time to
recording
record.
time.
Like, oh my god. All
No,
right.
it'd just be nice to have like outlets in here, and
Oh, yeah.
you know that way we don't have to like we don't have cords everywhere.
Well, it'd be nice to have just general things in here.
It'd be nice to have air conditioning in here. That'd be like the number one.
Number
Is
one
all I'm
thing.
worried about. I could care less about anything else besides air conditioning in here.
Air conditioning and insulation. That's
Yeah.
the two things we need. That's like the two things we need. Other
I
than
mean,
that,
and insulating it wouldn't be hard.
no, it's cake. I mean, we just go buy. We'll have to get some. Looks like 24-inch wide insulation.
Yeah.
And just a couple, a bundle of rolls. It's like what, $200 worth of
And
insulation.
we'll have to put in actual doors, so we have so it seals.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a little bit tougher. We'll have to frame them in.
What if we just get
Except that
beads?
now my dad, our dad works.
He makes doors
He
now.
makes doors for a living.
He
now.
makes doors now.
So
yeah.
that would be easier.
He has already put a nail through his finger.
I
too.
know.
Yeah.
He was over here Saturday.
Yeah. I got to see both sides of the finger, and I was like, oh,
That's a
nice.
drug test, my friend. Which I would fail.
I mean, yeah, that's like the main reason why I'm not going over there is like, because I'd have to wait a month just to go over there. I'm about to take a pay cut just to move jobs. So anyone looking for a guy.
Sometimes,
In general.
sometimes it's worth the pay cut
That's what I'm
to
saying.
enjoy
Like,
your job more.
I think it's all that like
I'd take a $2 pay cut if I enjoyed my I mean, I'm not saying I don't enjoy my job now. There's aspects of my job that.
But
I
if
hate.
you had an amazing
if-
opportunity, but it was $2 less.
If they were like, would you like to become a professional podcaster for $13 an hour? Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah,
You
because
and
I
me
can do
almost-
that from home.
Yeah.
you and me almost make the same amount of money.
I mean, I make 15.
So man, I almost make 14. I'm just just below 14.
No, I
Sorry, I make 15.
I allegedly took a.
I got a 2% raise.
I was supposed to take a $3.50 an hour pay cut when I went to my new position to where I work, Monday through Friday, have weekends off, have a set schedule. But they never cut my pay. So I make like
Don't say a word.
I make like $17 an hour.
They might be
for a
listening.
job where I think I feel bad because there's like guys who've been there for like a minute and they make like 13.
I mean, there's guys at my job that make pretty much like barely over me, and they've been there for like years.
I make 1/4 below.
But
like,
the
one of our most senior
only
managers.
reason that I would that I told them that I'd do that job is because they were going to pay me more than I was at my last job.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
It is what it is.
There you go.
I'm very confused why people keep on coming to Sonic when it's just like your paycheck does not even cover like your basic rent.
It's
for
quicker,
most places.
quickness, ease of getting food.
That is true. Yeah, you can literally just get food.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to pay for it.
Oh no! I mean, you like come to work at Sonic.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
work at
just
Sonic.
getting a job. I mean,
Really, you walk in as long as you're not like tweaking out at the moment you're hired.
yeah. Like,
Much.
I mean, a lot of people just need a job because I mean,
Not when I was hiring though.
when you're having some sort of income coming in, even if it's not enough to cover everything that you're doing, is better than having no income coming
But I
in.
literally know places like close to there that offer more money.
When I was in charge of hiring, whenever I was the assistant manager, there was a lot of people that most people would have been like, "Yeah, you have a job." That I was like, "No," because I don't want to work with these people.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's just like you're hiring. I hate when you're in a situation where you're hiring out of necessity and you're not hiring out of like
because
just
that's when you
looking for
get
better.
that's when you get the fast turnaround of like, "Oh, you're fired now because you suck."
Well, it's not even that. It's like, oh, you're hired, but then in 2 days you're gonna walk out anyways and not come back.
Like that's the one thing. Like I was like, yeah, I mean, I could hire them today and we'd have someone to work, but for how long?
Yeah.
I want someone who's going to be here
For how
a while.
long? And are they even going to pass the point where you're no longer even training them and they're actually still a burden?
Yeah, I don't want to
like, where are they
continuously
actually
train someone
self-proficient?
for 3 years straight. Like I don't want it that much of a turnaround. I want to train someone and then be there for a while. But
yeah, I don't want them to quit like in the middle of training.
Good
it's like
workers,
they've never gone past the burden.
Good workers these days are really hard to find.
That's what it irritates me because I enjoy working. Like I love sweating my ass off and just getting down and dirty manual labor. And it's just like I can't, like I don't get anything for it. I can't get anything that's like paying.
My job, okay. When I come home, I may be like, oh, I don't want to do anything. I'm blah blah blah. But when I'm at work, I'm like balls to the wall the entire way. So I end up getting routes done faster than most people would because I just bam bam bam. I literally I take my lunch while I'm driving.
Breaking the law.
So I'm just like, I'm already moving on to the next stop, so I don't have to worry about all that.
Driving through playgrounds,
but
children.
Then my boss was like, oh, why are you only getting 35 hours a week? If you're going to keep doing that, you're going to have to start working Fridays. I'm like, wait, so because I'm fast and good, I'm getting punished? Now I have to work on Fridays?
That's kind of messed up.
This is something that really pissed me off is the fact that like when I'm working, my goal is to just get things done like well and quickly. Like I want to get things done as fast as I can. That way, it's just like I'm prepared to do more. I'm prepared to do other things. I hate when I'm doing one thing for too long, and now I've taken time away from a lot of other things I could be doing.
Mine's just like,
but then when you get your job done quickly, it's just like you get paid for the time, not for the work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get a shit ton of things done in a couple hours, but then when you see me like standing around with a thumb up my ass for 3 hours, it's just like, yeah, because like
I don't know if they're worried about you standing around or the fact that your thumb's in your ass.
Yeah, you do work in food service.
Yeah, please don't put your thumb in your ass.
I wear gloves. So,
but please tell me you change them at least before you handle the food.
Potato. Anyways. But I get really annoyed by the fact that I can get all these things done, and it's like I get sent home early. It's like, oh, so now I lose like a quarter of my paycheck because I was better at my job than other people would be.
That's what I'm saying.
So I have like $40 paychecks
for being good.
Yeah, I could be having $700 paychecks, but because I'm doing good work, I get $400 paychecks.
Yeah, mine's like they're like, oh, well, you're gonna have to go to part time or work on Fridays if you can't start getting 40 hours. I'm like, okay, so you want me to like get a job done and then sit there for 10 minutes before I move on?
Yeah.
Like I mean, I can play on my phone. That's fine.
Yeah,
but if
I could use a bathroom for a while.
I don't understand why.
I can watch some anime.
I don't understand why companies aren't like, yes, let's pay for labor less.
Yeah,
but they're like, you have to get close to 40. I'm like,
you have to get. I think legally you have to get 36 hours to get your benefits.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think it's got to be more.
But I've been sitting at like 36, 37.
Yeah,
so I'm like, what's the problem?
Yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. I don't understand why that would be an issue.
Like today, I was done at 3:45. I started at 7:15. That's only 8 hours. I'm supposed to work a 10-hour day. But my next 3 days, I can make all that up.
Yeah.
But they acted like today it was like, oh, you only worked 8 hours? I'm like,
yeah, people make a weird assumption when it comes to like. It's
like, you don't think I can make these other days last longer? Like, I mean, I can totally.
It's like regardless of the effort you put in, you have to work this long, or else you didn't actually work.
Yeah, it's so silly.
It's just like, no, I'm pretty sure I lost like 4 pounds working in those 5 hours.
I'm faster than everyone. I don't know what you want me to do.
Like today was super boring for me because I pulled a 7.5 hour day. But I unloaded like a huge delivery truck.
Here's what my problem is with my job is like I can have like today I had 32 stops, which is a lot.
That's a lot of stops.
So when I look at it, I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be a long day.
Like all night.
So I'm like powering through, and then all of a sudden noon comes and I have 10 stops left. I'm like,
oh shit,
what do I do? But when you look at it, you're like, oh, that's a long day, so I gotta work fast. But then if I went the other way
get
and
a
I was
burger.
like, oh, let me take my time. Next thing I know, it's 4:00 and I have 15 stops left.
Yeah.
So it's like, where do I don't know how to find the middle ground there.
Yeah, you don't know how to pace it out.
Yeah.
It's like it just depends. It could.
It really
could be-
does.
Yeah.
It really does. Like
There's so
it
many
just,
different factors that could play into it.
So it's
I don't know.
especially whenever there's a lot of driving involved, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I mean, I can knock all these out and then take this long drive and then try to drag these out. But then what if when I'm hammering all these out, something big comes up, like some vandalism happens and I have to go make a phone call to the police station for a non-emergency line. Now I got to wait for a cop to show up who doesn't give a shit about a non-emergency
Yeah, exactly.
phone call. And
Yeah,
I'm
it could
sitting
be
there for
35
an hour and a
minutes.
half waiting. That literally happened to me. I called and I sat there for an hour and a half waiting for a police officer to show up.
Mhm.
And I'm like, we just wasted
I just got.
all this time
Yeah.
that I could have been getting more stops.
Yeah, you would think like as a business they would be like, hey, like we want you, like they would have take the Amazon route of being like, no, go as fast as you fucking
Yeah.
can, piss into a bottle, shit your pants. I don't care what you have to do.
I've done both.
But no, I've done
Piss in a
both
bottle
at
and shit
home.
my pants.
It's
Sometimes
like,
at the same time, but
Yeah.
You just got to get it out.
I'm like,
yeah,
what?
those are the days where you just push.
I'm like, oh, I'm getting the pee. Oh, there goes the shit in
and
my
goes
pants.
the poop.
oh shit!
And I don't have clothes to change into. Bummer.
Damn it.
And that's when the ass chafing comes in.
Damn. Well, we talked about your guys' day. Well, but how's your week been? Let's
Yeah,
start with you, big
let's
dog.
derail from that.
Yeah, let's get out of whatever we were just
I don't
fucking
like
talking
where
about.
that was.
Anyway,
Well, I'm letting you direct the show.
Yeah, it is.
so
it is
yeah,
birthday
so
week.
it is my birthday week. So God, my week was just drama filled because there was like there's this weird thing that ever since my friends come back from vacation, she's just hated my fucking guts for some reason.
Ah.
So like every morning, like she wouldn't like say good morning to me, and then like if she wanted to talk to somebody, she would like literally walk directly past me and like talk to the person behind me, and then she would walk to everybody else in the store and ask them what they want from the store, and then go buy everything and then come back. I'm just like,
So when you just say it loudly, like, "Oh, I'd like this."
no, I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then she came back. I didn't do that. She came back, and I was like, oh, I didn't want anything though. I'm good. Thanks for asking. I'm that guy.
I'd have done it before she left. Be like, yeah, I'll take a Monster. Yeah, white one.
But
Great.
it's only because
That way, when she comes back, you can be like, "Oh, you don't care about how I feel. That's great. Cool. I like you too."
So one thing that happened is like I was sitting there and I was just like getting orders ready, and then she like scoots behind me, and then she accidentally grazes across my ass cheeks. She was like, "I didn't mean to touch your ass." I was like, "Oh, thanks for clarifying. I felt wanted for a second." So we've had this thing, and I text her over the weekend. I'm like, "Hey, like, is there something going on right now, or is it just me? Like, is there something we need to talk about?" And she was like, "You've been super disrespectful to me, and I don't appreciate it." And
Well, don't be disrespectful. That's rude. Seems pretty easy
and
solution.
I told her, I was like, well, you see, all of these people have come up to me being like, "What did you do to piss her off?" I'm just like, I have no idea. And they're like, "She won't even like talk to you." I'm like, I know.
Everyone
Choo
stay
choo.
still.
If it doesn't see you.
Well, that way, if we cut it, you'll never know. Because they'll still be in the same exact position. You moved! Once we get past the horn honking, we're fine.
It is fucking loud. I hate it.
Because I can drown out the cicadas, so I can drown out the chugga-chugs.
Chugga.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. It's pretty.
See, I want to start again, but I don't know if it's done.
It's not done. No, I mean, like, let's just...
It's done.
Okay, hold on. Now we're good.
It's done.
We're good.
Anyways, what was I talking about?
That you disrespected her.
Oh
and
yeah,
that you didn't know what you did wrong.
so yeah, and everyone was coming. Like, I had 4 people that are our mutual friends being like, "Hey, what's going on? Why won't she talk to you? Like, why is she being this way to you? Like, what'd you do?" I'm like, I don't know. She came back like this. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Did you send a disrespectful text message over her vacation?
No, absolutely not.
Did you send an unsolicited dick pic over a vacation?
No, we've had a conversation about that because
He did.
He sent.
No, because
Jake.
No, because she
Why?
doesn't. No, because she doesn't know how to check her boundaries. So she would continue to talk to men casually after they would send an unsolicited dick pic.
Interesting.
She would just continue having conversation, but then she would like tell me about it. And she was like, "Yeah, I feel super awkward. I don't want to talk." I'm like, "Then stop talking to him."
She's
Like,
nice dick, but how was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
no, she would literally be like, "Hey, yeah, cool, man. Anyways, like, like, what's up?" And it's just like, why do you keep talking to him? And she's like, she tells me, she's like, I don't want to keep talking to him. I'm like, then stop.
Yeah, just
don't.
leave him
You
on
don't
red
have
and then
to.
delete the message. Like,
She's
whatever, you don't
also
have to worry about it anymore.
her personality is way too playful for how she is. Like, she definitely like leads every man she talks to. She definitely like leads on to the fullest extent because that's just how she is. So, and she doesn't know how to set boundaries. She doesn't know how to put her foot down and be like, "Hey, stop." So
How does she walk?
she doesn't. She falls
She just
constantly.
floats everywhere.
And she levitates just like in a
Her foot just never
yeah,
gets
just
put
in
on
a
the ground.
yoga pose.
She gets close to putting one foot down and then she just hops. And
Yeah.
Just goes again.
Yeah. She just wears Heelys.
the
fine.
foot's just always hovering above the ground.
That'd be.
It's really impressive, honestly.
That'd be really weird to watch.
Yeah. But yeah, and
So did she give you a reason?
no, she just said I've been
besides
super
me-
disrespectful. And then when I said, "Hey, like, I think Monday we should sit down in the morning and we should talk about this," and then she just left me on red, like an adult, like adults do.
Like adults do. Yeah.
Like adults do when you're having a conversation and you're trying to be serious. They say, "Hey, let's sit down. Let's just talk this out because I want us to be friends again. Like, there's no reason for us to be like this." And then being left on red, like being a gentleman. But and so we're kind of good now. I mean, she's still being extremely passive aggressive towards me.
Well, if you haven't talked about it, you're not good yet. Like, you got to get into the meat of what's going on to solve it. Because
I
if you're
think-
just avoiding the situation, you're not good. You're just harboring feelings.
I mean, I'm not harboring. I
Well,
mean,
no, but she is.
She is,
Because
yeah.
she's not talking about it, so she's just harboring those
What
bad
would really
feelings,
irritate-
and one wrong thing will set off this
Yeah.
giant ninja bomb.
Well, it doesn't even have to be a wrong like because she keeps
Okay, one right thing.
No, I'm saying like it could be like something that's like it's not even wrong, but it's not the way she would do it.
Yeah, and then,
And then that's what sets
yeah,
it
that's
off.
what. Yeah,
Yeah.
Women are really good at that. They're really good.
They're
at, like,
really, but
I'm just gonna keep this inside, and the one time that you piss me off,
but
I'm gonna go off like a freaking A-bomb.
because I've spent every single morning only surrounded by women that do this. I'm getting really good at combating it. It becomes really fun. But I am being because there's so many opportunities I have right now where I could just ruin somebody's life with like things I have to say. And I'm being very kind and I am trying to stay very civil because she's the person that we're talking about how important communication is. I'm like, there's no reason that you should have a legit like screaming match with somebody, or you should have a legit fight with somebody unless someone really did something wrong. Like if it's a conversation, I think that like at the end of the day you should be able to like take a deep breath, sit down with a person and talk about it. And then she was like, like 100% like communication is the most important thing, and just basically agreeing with me and saying that you should always be able to talk out like what's going on. And of course the person that says that is the person that's not sitting down and talking about what's going on. So I'm like, so one of us was telling the truth about this one. But again, being a gentleman, and I'm not like I could have said that in a text message, or I could have called her or said that to her face, and I'm not doing it. I'm being very kind. I'm not trying to take it. I'm not taking any shots, and I just want to have civil conversations and figure out the beef that's going on.
You need to probably go in person and just be like, listen, we need to talk about this.
Well, me and her like work almost every morning
Yeah,
together.
just be like, listen,
So yeah,
we need to talk about this. We need to get this settled. We need to get this hashed
she
out.
also avoids confrontation. So
Well, I mean,
that's
I do
it's
too.
hard. It's hard to because she's one of those people that when she gets put like when someone pushes on something that she's trying to stand for, she'll like kind of like laugh and like try to play it off. Where she'll like tell someone to do something, and if they say no, she'll like kind of laugh and like make a joke as if she's playfully telling you to do it, even though she really wants you to do it, but she's trying to play it off not passive aggressive, but like
Solve
as a
this
joke.
issue.
That's a big thing where it's like you can when you see confrontation kind of like try to avoid it. Like you gotta,
I do.
even when it feels awkward, you have to like push. You have to be like, hey, no, like seriously, go
Yeah.
do this. You can't be like, oh, okay, like no, but come on. It's like no, you'd be like, hey, no, like go
No,
do
you-
that.
Like, I guess, I don't know. I would just suggest like literally walking up to be like, what, how was I disrespectful to you? we need to talk about this.
You have,
And if she like playfully be like, listen, I know something's bothering you. You said that I was disrespecting you. We need to hash this out now.
with her, I have to be very tactical with my words. I have to get her into a happy mood where she doesn't feel as defensive as she usually is. And I have to coerce her into trying to say these things because she definitely will avoid it 100%.
Well, that's the thing is like you've spoken. Like here's the thing, you have spoken your part of the situation.
Yeah.
You've explained like you're owed nothing.
I mean, it's true. Yeah.
Like you've like really that's it. If she doesn't,
except she's literally sitting there like being
you're
extremely rude to me.
You're owed nothing. You've spoken your side of it. That's all that you can do. Like if she's not going to reciprocate and come back to you, then that's I'm sorry to say that. Then that's a friendship that's probably not built to last anyway.
Yeah, but it's also my workspace where I'm trying to really repair my workspace where I can like have better mornings.
Well, that's another thing is if she's not going to work, is she your manager?
Yeah.
Then that's some if it's something that's going to continue being an issue, then that's something you take up through. Like, sorry, that's work. That's not friend. I mean, there's work friends, but that's work. Like if it's affecting your work and that's your manager, then you need to take it to their manager. Or because if she's not going to hash it out with you, then that's it.
See, that's also the problem with my work is that everybody knows everything about everyone all the time. Like everyone's
Sonic is literally
it's just a family of gossip. We're like all the way up from our general manager all the way down to the newest employee.
That's any corporate job anyway.
Well, yeah, true.
Like that's just
it's like we never grow out of high school.
No, you don't.
It's like a Bowling for Soup song. High school never ends.
And I think that's why a lot of people come back to Sonic is just familiarity, and it's just it's a comfortable feeling.
I will never go back.
See, and I'm because I went back because my friend Michaela. What's up, Michaela?
Listener, shout out.
Michaela's one of I would say our second best listener, probably. Third best listener, fifth best listener. Well, because I have to think like our dad, my mother.
I get texts every week from Renee talking about whatever we talk about on the show. So
to be fair,
I listen every week.
DK.
To be fair, I would put Michaela and Renee on the same level because Michaela listens pretty frequently. I think, unless she doesn't. If she doesn't say anything about this episode, that I know she doesn't.
You know she's not a listener.
I know she's not a real listener. And she's just she's a fake
Michaela.
Yeah, but she does like our Instagram posts. So
that's true.
That is true. She's a huge social media supporter, even though she won't say anything because she's a coward.
Why did she share those?
Yeah, coward.
Yeah, coward.
Michaela, I love you. You know I do. But
you're like half loyal.
You are, yeah.
Half loyal.
She's another person that
I learned how to share things from Spotify to our stories now, so
I saw that.
I'm getting I literally just learned how to do it.
So is there
pretty sad.
Is there a way to get our Spotify listeners to engage more? Like, is there any engagement for Spotify?
Likes, that's it.
That's it?
Likes and follows on Spotify, that's it. That's
I really
fine.
wish there was more.
Well, I mean, they have to engage through Twitter or Facebook or Instagram. Yeah. Like that's.
But people just want to interact.
Somebody did not put in the intro.
Hey, he's got an excuse. It was his first time. It's his birthday this week.
It's my birthday week.
You got the new intro jitters.
Yes, it happens to the best of us.
Follow us on the social medias. Absurditee Podcast. Thank you.
Absurditee Podcast.
No. Yes.
No. No, but like if you want to like engage with us, definitely like hit us up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, because we want
46 minutes late, but here we go.
Well, it's not for the intro. It's just a PSA. It's just we would definitely love to engage and listen to what everybody thinks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I've said this many times, but I'll say it again. Like, we don't care if it's positive, negative.
I want
if
feedback.
It could be gibberish. You could just send us letters. I just literally
blah, blah.
Yeah.
Be like, thank you. Actually, I would say you're welcome. Finger guns.
Send I don't care. I'm upset that we didn't get any insults because I was really looking forward to being insulted, and I didn't get off on that. So I'm pretty upset about it.
But he did take a weird bath in my bathtub.
Did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
We weren't going to talk about that. Anyways.
How about you, big guy? How's your week been?
Well, Saturday.
Saturday.
I smoked a rack of ribs.
Smoked one rack of ribs.
I was really expecting to be like, I smoked a huge joint.
7 hours of smoking.
7 hours of smoking.
Ludicrous.
And it was so juicy. So
Was they succulent and moist?
Oh, yeah.
Did they
I
just
love
fall
the
off
word
the bone?
succulent.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
they were
always
wonderful.
nice when you just like pull the bone completely out of the
Succulent
rib.
is such a sexy word.
I learned some tricks on how to season it really well,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to share them.
Patreon.
I did the work. I will not share my work
I
stories.
went through the Googling of how to do
I
it.
will take my information to the grave.
But they were really good. And then I watched football. It was preseason, so like wasn't super exciting. So like I literally by halftime I turned the whole game off and
You're like,
went to bed. Sunday, just kind of a relaxing day. That's when I cut my leg with the chainsaw, so that was cool. But I drilled holes in all these little stumps, and my shirt was literally, I could wring it out.
Mhm.
That's how
It's been gross.
Yeah,
I think
it's
I could do
been
that with
nasty.
this shirt right now, honestly.
It's been gnarly.
And
I love my black
today,
shirts.
I was driving through Tulsa,
Oh, Tulsa.
and there was this lady sitting on the corner of, I don't know what streets, but she's sitting on the corner of like a intersection,
Mhm.
and I was stopped at a stoplight. I had my window down, and I could hear her talking, and I was like,
Is she
who's
talking,
she talking
to?
to?
Ooh, she talking to you, Space Cowboy?
She was looking directly ahead of her, which I looked at what it was, and it was a detour sign.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking to us.
She was talking to it.
Hell yeah.
And right before I left, she goes, if you would just shut up, I could finish my story.
Oh,
To the detour sign.
hey man, sometimes life takes you on a
That's the
detour.
best joke, because it's going on a detour.
And I was like, oh, I have a
Get that
newfound,
person
like,
a comedy special.
I have a newfound, like, sorrow for people like have that
In
those
Oklahoma?
mental issues.
It's rough, man. It is rough.
Because
we do not take it seriously as a society. It's
no, and it's everywhere. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Well, you have to think, like, when it becomes a percentage of the population and the population's growing, like, it becomes increasingly common.
yeah.
Do you think... I always keep on trying... I'm not trying to go back, but I always keep on thinking of the fact of, like, could it be that it's just, like, there's just not enough, like, gene variation? Like, DNA variation that's just getting more fucked up?
I think it's a mix. I think it is, well, like, okay.
Because it has to... I mean...
There's not a sense...
To a point, that has to become a thing, but that could be, like, millions of years. I don't know what the time span of that situation could be.
Well, there's like, I think that there's like a sick sense of eugenics to it a little bit, because even up through like the 50s, if you had a child who was quote unquote less than desirable, I'm not saying that to me. I'm
Jewish.
saying someone who was born with
Why
some.
do you do these things?
Yeah, that's not.
Why do you do these things? This is what our listenership's down.
Yeah.
That's not true, because I was much worse in the first 10 episodes.
But I mean, like,
I calmed down.
like there was more, like, now there's more science behind medicine, so you have people who
People
have
aren't just
less,
rubbing like magnesium on
Yeah,
you and just be like,
but-
this will cure you.
but
Mercury
also
poisoning.
like we poison ourselves with whatever everything that
Plastics
that we
and
think that is going to be
medications.
good for us, and that doesn't help. But like, we just don't, instead of trying, like, as a society as a whole, instead of trying to help people who very visibly need help, we just try to push them to the side and get them out of the way. Because when I worked at Tulsa County, when I worked in the jail, dude, I'd say like at least 50% of the people that I saw on a daily basis weren't there because they were a menace to society. They were there because they
need help.
Yeah, they need mental
Like,
help.
yeah, they're
and they
not
just get
okay.
They just get put in the jail where they don't.
Here's
get
what I
help.
don't understand is like, okay, so for the vaccine for COVID, right? They're like, oh, it's free because we want to help the American citizens.
Uh-huh.
Why isn't cancer treatment free? Why isn't diabetic medication free?
Too much money.
Because it's
why is it
profitable,
mental
yeah.
health free? If you want to
mental
help
health's free because
the
they-
American people, that's how you do it.
Here's
I mean,
the big
Canada
thing.
has free health care.
That's the
Canada
American
doesn't
health
have
system.
good healthcare though, like because people will come
Any
to America because they have to
healthcare
wait
is-
weeks. to
Any
get
health care
treated.
is better than none.
Yeah.
Well, that is true. Yeah,
And you have a huge portion of the American population that has absolutely zero.
Well, that's the thing is like people will break their arm and like in Canada and then like wait like a month and a half to like even be seen for.
That's
and they're like,
also
that may be exaggerated.
that is
People will say that though. They'll be like, "Oh, I had to wait like 2 months to get my arm fixed."
There are
but people
times,
do legitimately like they're just like I can't be seen and like my legs shattered. It's just like that is a thing that happens. And they do come and people have come to America because like I haven't been seen and like I can't walk.
Yeah.
It's like what do you want me to do? But I think the thing you're saying about mental health.
The thing with free healthcare is you get an overflow.
You get what you pay for.
Well, yeah, you get an overflow of patients.
You're having the government take
that
over
aren't willing to pay for their healthcare.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, we have free healthcare.
You get
if you
the
take
socialist
the people that are
mindset,
able to pay for healthcare and they all pay for healthcare, then the ones that can't afford it, that free healthcare is much more beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
But you have people that are like, oh, it's free, I'll just get it for free. Well, that's not what it's really designed for. It's designed for the people who can't afford it.
Who need it to be free.
Who absolutely need it to be free, yeah. But it's people that are like, oh, why would I pay for healthcare when I get it for free? Those are the people that are ruining the system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one thing that I love that mental health is becoming a thing that people like are like really caring about recently, like really because of COVID. I wouldn't say because of COVID, but COVID definitely enhanced it like 100-fold.
Well, yeah, you have so many of these people who never experience any type of mental health, like anything, like any type of depression or anything.
They have to deal with it now. They have to deal with silence. They have to deal with.
Exactly. They got put in isolation.
Yeah,
and they're like, shit.
So
what
many
do I do now?
So many people. It's weird.
Oh no.
So many people nowadays. It's such a weird thing. I think about this constantly because like throughout all of my day, I'm listening to music, I'm listening to YouTube. There's very few times like in my life in general that I have to deal with silence.
Where you're not distracted.
Yeah, where I'm not distracted. There's not some kind of noise or not something I can focus on.
Yeah.
That happens and there is zero probability that I am like a small percentage of people that live in that lifestyle. Like there's definitely, I think the majority of people nowadays do not spend their life like in any aspect of silence. I think they're always surrounded by some kind of noise, something to always be distracting.
The world is noise. I mean, there's noise everywhere.
And I don't know why I got derailed on that, but for mental health, it's so hard to cure, not even cure, to treat and to help with mental health because you can't. It's not like a broken arm or like an appendectomy.
It's not an easily diagnosed thing.
You can't look at a brain and go, oh yeah, this person has depression. This person has like severe ADHD.
Well, and like not only that, but even talking to someone, you're not gonna know right off.
You don't know if they're you don't know if they're having a bad day or if they have a bad month or if someone just died or if they have clinical depression.
Right.
Like you don't know.
Mental health is hard to diagnose because there's so many different variations of one thing,
and like
rather than it's a broken arm.
Yeah, and not to be an asshole, but then also a lot of people jump on a train of like I have depression. Like a lot of people jump on like I have ADD, I have ADHD. Yeah. When in reality, it's just they probably drink an energy drink every couple hours.
Experience one bad thing in their life, and they're like, oh, I'm depressed.
Yeah, and then they make a Facebook post or a post on Instagram.
You're dealing with a situation that isn't normal to your everyday.
Teenagers.
It's sadder than what you're normally dealing with, but it will pass. But you take that 2-week window where you're super sad and you're like, oh, I'm depressed. Now I need to go get
I mean, you are like
you're sad.
Well, I would say
it's not depression. Yeah, depression is a long-term thing. Depression
is fair. I think depression's come into the zeitgeist as something that they use sadness and they say they hyperbolize everything.
Depression
where they're saying
like,
I'm
sad
depressed.
And I don't know why.
It's like when people say I'm dying when I'm laughing. Yeah. It's just like everything's hyperbolized. I'm sad. I'm depressed.
Yeah.
Like
it's
like when you stub your toe and say I want to kill myself. It's like it's hyperbolized. Yeah, you don't really want to kill yourself
because you just stubbed your toe.
You stubbed your toe. It's just you're exaggerating for the pain. It is a terrible pain, but you're exaggerating for the sake of other people being there and you're putting on a show. But yeah, I mean,
some people do. I don't. I never say
I do. I put on a show everywhere I go. I exaggerate everything.
You're what we call a drama queen.
I am a drama queen. But I try to match up the action with the drama.
I didn't change king for the gender. It's your queen.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can't do my proper bitch voice right now. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, it's just things are so generalized and popularized that people just want to hop on the train and be like, yeah, I'm that too.
Well, also,
let's be this together.
Also,
but
it's
in reality, someone who's actually depressed doesn't feel the same thing that someone. Oh, well, my grandma died, so I'm sad.
Yeah.
Like depression is, I'm sad, and I don't know why. I'm just sad. Something can happen. Like your son could turn 7. It'd be the best day of your life, but you're still sad.
Yeah.
Whereas my grandma died. I know why I'm sad. I'm sad, and it will pass.
Now, if you're happy at that point, then you should probably be like, I should talk to somebody.
That's a whole different situation.
Lead paint sure did make grandma racist.
But I mean,
call back.
woo, sheesh.
All right, so welcome back from the break.
We're back from the break.
Hope
you enjoyed that.
Welcome back from the break.
What were you talking about before the break?
What was I talking about before the break? We were talking about mental health, but I want to get out of mental health.
Yeah, because it's my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
yeah,
Let's
how
talk
was
about
your
your week.
I forgot all about that.
Well, talking about... No, I'm just...
The funny thing is, I don't care.
I don't care.
Oh, man.
It's a pretty good week.
I care.
This weekend was pretty all right. Friday I went to CC's in Owasso.
Oh, man, I want to go to CC so
Dude,
bad.
I hadn't been to CC's in years.
Pizza buffets just make me happy.
Oh yeah, it was good.
It's not,
But
I feel like it's not the same anymore.
Leaving Owasso at about 9:30 p.m. on Friday night, get to 116th and 169. I'm not driving. A friend is driving. Get lit up by the cops. Not speeding. Like, we don't know why we're getting pulled over, but we're getting pulled over. Cop comes up, tells us...
I'm sorry, sir. I thought you were African American. Have a good day.
Well, I don't know the officer. He's an Owasso officer. He has a very, very thick Hispanic accent. It was kind of actually hard to understand what he was saying at first, just because I didn't expect... It's Owasso. I just didn't expect that.
Hola.
But he comes up. First thing he asks, he's like, "Do you guys have a reason to be nervous?" Yeah, I don't like cops. Like, cops intimidate me. Like they just do. Like, why? Like, why are you pulling me over? Like,
right.
yeah, I'm
pulling over. Do you fear me?
So,
yeah, cops get like you getting pulled over for a reason you don't even know.
Yeah,
like, that's intimidating.
Yeah. So comes up, asks for my friend's ID, walks away, and then he comes back like not even like 30 seconds later, and he's like, "Sir, can I get your ID as well?" And I'm like, I don't understand why you need my ID.
Right.
I'm a passenger in a car where you haven't explained what we've done wrong.
Right.
But you can have my ID. So give him whatever. Goes back to his car. 15 minutes pass. Another cop pulls up. Like, what the fuck? Comes back this time to tell us, so I pulled you over because either your brake lights aren't working or one of your tail lights are out.
I'm sorry, which one?
So yeah,
I was gonna say, well, which one
we
is
were
it?
like, which one is it? And he said, well, it's either of those.
Are you just throwing a list at me and be like, it's one of these?
So he's like, he comes back and he asks, is there any reason why the car smells like marijuana?
Is he eating a quota?
We both have medical marijuana cards. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked in this car, but I'm assuming that she has since it's her car. And she was like, I smoked this morning in my car.
Isn't that illegal?
To what?
To smoke in your car?
I mean, it's illegal to be under the influence and driving.
Oh yeah, but then
you can
it's
smoke
like,
in your car.
but
you can smoke in you can smoke wherever. You just can't be under the influence and
Yeah.
drive. So then he's like, well, is there any weed in the car? No, we don't have any weed in the car. This is where officer number 2 comes up. It is on my side of the window.
Oh, Lord.
And how does this guy look?
Taps. This guy's short, overweight white guy with a mustache and no hair.
That's when you run.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, no, they'll shoot me.
I'm just
They'll
thinking
shoot
of
me.
Eggman.
It's Rogers County. They'll shoot me. They're looking for
I'm
a
thinking
reason.
Dr. Eggman.
But he taps on the
Sonic.
window. He taps on the window and he goes, "What about that container right there that says THC on it?" I'm like, "You mean this one that's empty because there's no weed in the car?" Here. And he's like, "So why do you have it?" We're like, "Because we have our medical marijuana cards." He's like, "Can I see them?" Like, "Sure, officer, you can see our cards."
What are you, a 90s cop? Like just looking for the weed?
No, that's the thing. It's like they were. I don't know why.
What year are you in?
Yeah, we live in Oklahoma for fuck's sake. Like, So hand him the cards, looks at him, he's like, this all checks out, let's leave.
No shit, Sherlock. What about the tail light, motherfucker?
Yeah, no. Like, the cops, like, we pull up the road, like, 10, 20 feet, just up to the next exit, pull over to the side of the road. I get out of the car. Nothing is wrong with taillights, brake lights, blinkers, anything. Nothing. The cop just pulled us over. Like,
he just wanted to. He threw a list at you and tried to see what would stick on you.
But nothing. That's the thing. And so when he comes back to their car with our IDs, he's like, "No, I don't think you guys are under the influence, but I need you to know that it is illegal to drive under the influence." It's like, yeah, it's a DUI. We understand the law. Like, we understand the law. We have the cars to
the influence. I'm high as shit.
And he was just like,
I'm not under the influence. I'm above it.
It was just a really weird situation. It was just really weird.
Strange.
Because like we had no reason to get pulled over, but we did. And then the cop was like super pissed off about weed. But like, if we had a problem, if there was weed in the car, we would have been like, yeah, there's weed in the car. We have medical cards.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we're trying to pull a fast one over on the cop. We're fucking 30 years old. We're grown adults who are who try to do everything
past that stage.
Yeah, like we have medical cards for a reason.
There's a lot of 30-year-olds that
are
fucking up,
but aren't. But the thing, it was just weird. But anyways, like I said, got home, and that even like I said to him afterwards, I was like, that right there is why cops make me nervous, is because he straight up lied to my face about why he pulled us over, and like that situation is why I'm nervous around cops. But then Saturday I went to the Tulsa Maker Fair, which was a fucking blast.
What is that?
It was
sounds like is that a brewery thing?
No, not at all.
Oh, it sounds like it.
That's what I thought too.
The Tulsa Maker. So there's a building in Tulsa called the Tulsa Fab Lab. You can go there, and it's like if you are a DIY person who does like robotics or metal work or anything. It's like a place where you can go. I not like that. More like hands-on. Like
this is hands-on.
Not a recording studio. Okay. It's like for if you're gonna go
like an artist, like a metal artisanship, or like a hands-on.
It's like like if you need to
crafting.
solder. If
you said hands-on, and his hand immediately did this.
There you go.
Like what?
Muscle memory.
Yeah.
For the
Why
boy.
If you need hands-on experience,
why are you jerking off the air?
If you need a guy, call me.
But, you hear hands-on, he's like jerk.
But it's
jerk.
like
I'm for 17 an hour.
They have like 3D printers there. Okay. Like you can go in and like it's like a place where you can do the stuff. They have the equipment. You can do it. You just pay to use the equipment.
Could have made a space cowboy. You missed.
We can make a space cowboy. Is what you mean to say?
So it was a lot of like cool, like local builders who do like there was like a couple of the high school robotics teams were there and they were doing a display, and then there was also like a mini BattleBots arena.
Oh God, I
that
miss
was
robotics.
cool. It was like an 8x8 arena that was like inside a box that was like 5 foot tall and plexiglass all around the sides. It was cool, like because we watched about.
Cool.
We watched
it was
about
a thing, wasn't it? That used to be like a big
BattleBots
thing.
used to be a show, but still, there's like
it was an awesome show.
Yeah, it was an awesome show.
But
shit was cool as hell.
These were like I'd say a quarter scale of like BattleBots, and they weren't as in like this. There was one that had the second fight we watched. The first fight was kind of a dud.
It's just a Glock strapped.
Yeah, just I think there was a BattleBot that had two sidekick, like two little microbots that went with it that were guns. I swear to God,
legal?
I swear to God, that was real in BattleBots. But so the first fight was kind of a dud. That one of them came out and didn't perform, like something was wrong. But the second fight, it was one that was like.
Tell me about it. I know all about that.
Next ad read.
I came out, but I couldn't perform.
Just couldn't perform. Been there, done that.
Sorry.
The second fight was good, but one of the bots ultimately failed, like catastrophically. It had like two wheels in the back.
Was it named Jake?
It was not named Jake.
And
then it had like a big spinner, like a big like chunk of aluminum spinning like blade-like thing on the front.
Nice.
Well, this thing got up to like spinning speed, and it like hit the other thing once and broke a piece of plastic on it, and then it was going, and then it just started like shaking like crazy.
Oh God.
And then just like yeeted itself.
Oh my God! Like a Beyblade.
No, it was like in the air inside the box, and then the metal, the spinning metal came off of it, and both of them were just dinking around in the inside. And then,
this is why they have the box.
Yeah, this is why they have the box.
Someone could have died.
All at eye level too.
Someone could have lost an
2
eyeball.
foot away from it, just like
some
shit,
Final Destination
the box goes.
I'm just trying to watch BattleBots and I lost an eyeball.
But there was
What a
also
first world problem.
Yeah.
Right?
But so you got to see that. There was like people doing metal work, like chainmail and plate metal. That was kind of cool. There was like RC Planes, like different companies that were showing off like their kid-friendly toys, like building blocks and stuff. And some of them, one was really cool. Everything was made out of recycled cardboard, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing with my life? Why am I not making children's blocks out of cardboard? Like that cost like 8 cents to make, and she's selling them for like."
See, I'm so impulsive. I can't go to something like that because I want to do literally everything. I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. I could do that.
Back when my kids were younger, we had bought like those sectioned off plates that have like cafeteria plates.
Yeah.
But they were made out of recycled milk jugs. It's like,
yeah, there you go, out of trash.
Yeah.
Make this shit out of trash, and I'm gonna sell it for a premium.
The shit I throw out.
Yeah,
that I literally just bought back for $7 a plate.
Yeah. Why aren't we doing more of that?
Yeah,
upcycling.
Why isn't there so much more recycling?
There's a lot of upcycling. There's like, you just got to find the niche communities that are doing it.
And
that's the thing. It shouldn't be a niche community.
No,
well, it's also Oklahoma, where we're a million years behind everything.
Really,
we're still fighting the Native Americans, basically.
Pretty much. We still live in teepees.
Yeah,
that's my people, the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, have you guys watched Reservation Dogs yet?
Oh, I heard about it.
No, I don't even know anything about this actually.
Of a famous actor that's in it.
Please explain everything to me.
Reservation Dogs.
Bobby Lee is in it.
Bobby Lee is in it.
I was going to say when you said that, I was like, Bobby
Lee. He's on
Lee.
episode 2.
Yeah,
he was talking about it on Tiger Belly.
Dude, this show is... So, I've got a lot of Res friends. Like, and...
It was filmed in...
It's filmed in Okmulgee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I drove through that set.
Yeah, most likely.
Because I didn't know they were film. It literally said film or like TV show set or whatever, and I was like, I wonder what they're filming here.
I just drove through
it.
You
could have met Bobby Lee.
You could have
hit Bobby Lee.
So the premise of the show is it's like these 4 res kids who one of their friends died, and they just want to get out of the res because, I mean, living res life is rough. It just is.
Hey, you're putting like unfertile soil.
Well, I mean, it's like Oklahoma res is like what you like ghetto. It's like country ghetto is what Oklahoma res is.
It's like Detroit.
It's like Oolaga.
It's like Oolaga but worse. Honestly.
I kind of like Oolaga.
It's Oolaga but worse. It's like that one street in Oolaga.
You like the town of Oolaga or like the surrounding areas of Oolaga?
No, like. You know
the surrounding areas.
Well, when I say I like Oolaga, I mean I like driving from Nowata to Claremore and going through Oolaga.
The main town of Oolaga.
No, I don't even like that.
What's around?
I don't even like that. I like Big Buds.
Like
I like Pete's. That's it.
Anything like that.
I like Big Buds and Pete's, and that's it.
But
everything else doesn't happen.
But the show, it's like it's got like it's hilarious, but it also has like some really wholesome moments. Like it's good. It is a lot of scalping. It is a good show.
It's
on Hulu. Highly recommend it.
I don't have Hulu.
By the way, I upgraded my Hulu to be ad free.
There you go. It's nice. The Hulu.
So I'm saying,
I
have that ad free.
I am on. I started watching The American Horror Story. I'm on. Well, I watched season 9.
Isn't this like the 3rd episode you've said you've been watching American Horror Story?
I watched a lot of American Horror Story.
Crazy.
There's a lot of American
Horror Story. I watched season 9, but I never watched season 8. So I'm on Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
But season 10
thought they were on
out.
like season 6.
Well, the first 2 episodes
they started season 10.
But I have to get through 8.
Yeah, you got to do it. Just burn through it.
But I can't watch it with my wife or my kids.
Yeah, true.
So it's like,
hey, you remember how you were talking about how you needed to snag a couple of extra hours at work?
Yeah, I could just watch it.
There you go.
I could just watch it.
I mean, I spend my lunch break. If I don't go home for lunch, I'll watch something on. I'll just prop my phone up on my dash and just watch something there. There you go. Scam.
But my next big watch is the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt because I saw the commercials for it and it looks really good.
Here's your assignment this week. You have to watch at least 3 episodes of My Hero Academia.
Ooh, no! Oh, I think he should have to watch the whole first season.
It is on Hulu.
Okay.
The thing is you can watch it with Bryson. It is a very kid-friendly...
Bryson would love it. Oh my god, he would love that.
It's... What is it?
My Hero Academia. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link to remind you, but...
So good.
The thing is you said you had a friend who told you needed to get into anime, and I had a friend who said Cameron needs to get into anime so we could talk about more anime on the show.
And I'm your brother, and you should get into anime.
So...
I don't care.
Funny thing, actually.
But the thing is it's English. You can watch it. I prefer My Hero in English, anyways.
I do too, so I know what they're being.
Yeah, and I mean, there's. I
don't want to.
I prefer all my anime in English, and I'm a piece of shit for doing that.
No, I just don't like reading while I'm watching a show.
There's some anime because
then you miss what's in the show.
But
sometimes the translation doesn't work.
There's like.
It's irritating.
The translation, if you don't, like I said, it gets more messed up when you're listening to English and reading English subtitles. That's where the translation's messed up more.
That's fair because the words just literally don't match.
But like, if you listen to sub or like listen to Japanese and watch sub, like after a while, it becomes to where it just goes, it just works.
I mean, your brain registers it.
I watch everything with subtitles on already. Because my kids are super loud.
Yeah.
So even if I have the TV turned up, I still can't hear it.
Yeah.
I actually just enjoy reading subtitles.
And my wife's always like, why is the TV so loud? I'm like, because our children are so freaking loud that I need to be able to hear the TV.
Maybe they're only loud because they're trying to talk over the TV.
They are. But I'm trying to watch the TV over the talking.
No.
And I'm more important.
Now you should get a Bluetooth.
I am more important to me.
Get a Bluetooth TV, get Bluetooth headphones, sit in the chair and just put in Bluetooth headphones and just lean back in the chair.
I have a smart TV, so I could do that.
Is smart TVs Bluetooth compatible?
I don't know.
I know they're AirPlay compatible.
There we go.
Because we got the,
I don't know if you can hook up like Bluetooth earbuds to them.
We got the Beach Bod something app. Mm-hmm. And my wife ordered bought the thing, and we can AirPlay it from our phone to our TV, so that way she can actually do it on. So she's not watching a tiny screen while she's. What? How do I do this workout?
Doing the beach.
I'm not trying to make fun of my wife. That made it sound like
that sounded like a dick
it sounded like I was trying to make fun of my wife. But that is kind of how she sounds.
Get the fuck out.
No, I'm just kidding. I love my wife.
Why don't you watch this?
I don't know where I was going with that. I love my wife. That's it.
That's it. I love my wife. I just figured about my wife.
Your marriage.
She's amazing.
I love my wife.
No, we've been doing the counseling. Now, I'll talk about it. I don't know if she will appreciate it, but I'll talk about it. We've been doing the counseling. I know that my biggest problem is communication.
How are you feeling?
I don't know how to express my feelings. Easy, Rex.
Literally, I think just a dude walked by.
Hey.
Yeah, they're very territorial over the surrounding areas of our house.
Rex.
It's because you have a fence. It's
Rex.
because you've put up this boundary for them.
Come here.
He can jump over it.
He can easily jump over it.
He just
Rex.
ever since we put that electric collar on, he's just like,
Well, because I don't think he registers what the collar is. He just knows that if I go past this boundary, God stabs me with lightning.
He hasn't worn it in 3 weeks.
Isn't what? Oh, yeah.
I took it off 3 weeks ago.
I would say, yeah,
the battery died in it.
He's not
and I
wearing
just
a
never
vest.
replaced it. And I took it off. He just doesn't
do it.
He's fine now.
He's being a fart.
I think you've shocked him stupid.
You say he's being a fart?
Yeah, he's being a fart. He's not coming over here like a good boy.
Rex, come here.
Like the bestest boy. God, I love dogs.
Oh, he's a nerd.
He's
got a fart.
Every time I see a house for sale, I still have the urge to just to fucking settle down and get a house. But no, because
It's a random thought, but I like it.
no, but it's like, but if I do that, I'm not going to have the money to do the things I want to do possibly for the next 10 years.
But I mean, just from what you
At
just
minimum
said,
10 years.
it kind of sounds like what you want to do is settle down and find a house.
No, I'm just super impulsive, so I want to fucking do everything.
He wants to do something.
I want to do something, and I like the idea of having just a house with rooms and things I can do.
Yeah.
Where I'm not like,
Can't say I blame
where
you.
I'm
I've
not
seen
like,
your house.
oh hey, I
You
want
live
to,
like that.
I want to move my clothes today, so let me like put away these these duffel bags of shit I still own because I can't fit in my single wide trailer.
Get rid of it.
But it's things I want.
Is it things that? Is it?
It's like Marine Corps flight suits and like uniforms.
Is it shit you've worn or used in the past 6 months?
It's my Marine Corps uniforms. I'm not going to get rid of my Marine Corps uniforms.
Why hang on to it? What are you going to do with the Marine Corps in your future?
Because they're nice.
Are you going back to the Marine Corps?
I'm legally allowed to wear them for like weddings and everything.
But you could wear a suit.
I could.
It's tailored and
I do love
much
suits.
better looking than a Marine Corps suit.
I mean, some of those uniforms look pretty tight. My blues look pretty tight.
But I mean, are you going to?
And I really love my flight suits because I can wear like they fit very well and they look very good.
Are you going to wear them?
Yeah.
Are you going to? Okay.
I do. I mean, I have.
Have you worn? When's the last time you wore them?
My uniforms.
If you say the last time you wore your uniforms was when you were in the service, I'd say just get rid of them.
I'm not going to get rid of my uniforms. I like to have my uniform. That's one of the few things that I keep purely because I want to keep. Like, I have like one or two plans.
How much other clothes and things?
I do have a lot of clothes because like I just don't fit in them anymore.
Then get rid of them.
Get rid of them.
I'm slowly.
Well, I mean, if it's too big for you, stuff that's too big for you.
Yeah, like
get rid of
literally
it.
like 36s. Yeah,
Like
as I find clothes that like are just baggy on me, like I put them on, they're baggy, I throw them away. I'm not going to like take my time to like actually look through all my clothes. But as I put them on,
I have
and
to
I
go
don't
through,
like
I
them,
need to
throw
go
them
through
away.
my closet because like
I know I never.
it's not necessarily clothes that don't fit me. It's just clothes that I know I'll never wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like dress shirts that my wife buys me. I don't wear dress shirts.
You
Well,
gotta
see-
keep a couple. You gotta keep a couple dress shirts just because, like, there's a situation.
I-
You always like.
I
My
have-
rule is
yeah.
always have a suit.
I have
Always
one.
has a
I
pair of
have
dress
one
shoes.
really nice gray button-up shirt that I wore for me and my wife's wedding. I will always keep that.
Yeah.
But she's got like those. She's gotten me like plaid button-up shirts, and I'm like, I don't. For one, I don't look good in plaid.
I like plaid.
You remember that plaid shirt we used to pretty much fight over wearing back in the day?
Yeah, that was my favorite.
That shirt was so good.
That is the only plaid I ever looked good in.
that shirt was so.
It was so
dope.
comfortable. It's very
It
soft
was.
material.
It was a soft shirt. It was a cool looking shirt. I bet I could find that shirt. I think there's a picture of me. Of
I
it.
have a profile picture on my Facebook.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there's a
of me
profile
wearing
picture
it.
on my Facebook as
I do
well.
love.
We did
suits,
fight
though.
over that shirt a lot. Though.
Yeah, we would be like,
Which
"Can
is
I wear
so
that shirt
crazy
tonight?"
that like you're much taller than me, but yet we both fit into the shirt.
It's like the Magic Ron shirt.
It is.
Well, I've always worn like a medium or a large shirt. Like
That was when I was in. I think that was when I was in mediums.
It's so hard being.
mediums.
It's so hard being my size.
So hard being my
Everything's made
size.
for you.
No, because
Yeah, it really is.
I can't wear a medium because it looks like a sundress. It goes like all the way down to my knees, so I have to wear a small. But a small looks like I'm trying to like show off my arms because it's super tight
you
on my
are.
shoulders. What?
You are.
I am, yes.
There's the shirt. I found it.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh fuck!
Oh, you just clicked out of it.
I accidentally clicked out of it.
Oh,
Man.
but yeah, people are like, I tell people when I go to stores, I'll be like, hey, do you have this in a small? And they look at me and they're like, oh, a small? I'm like, yeah, man, a small. Because if I wear a medium, it's just like, okay, while you were trying to wear your dad's work clothes, little kid, like, stop trying to be like, go take your kids to work day. I hate it.
that shirt.
I mean, that's a good fucking shirt, though.
Yeah, I know.
I really
That
like
is
that
a
shirt.
stereotypical shirt, though.
That was a
Like,
great-
literally, that shirt has such a stereotype for that look. But it's a good look. Like, that's why it's a stereotype. It's a good look.
You mean this fantastic look?
Yeah,
in the same mirror.
yeah, in the
Same
same
mirror.
mirror. Basically the same pose
Yeah.
in the same shirt.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive.
We should put that in a transformation of just like you to him.
No, please don't.
Really confuse people.
Please don't. I don't
Or
want that.
were all those pictures you?
Yeah.
God, you went through a lot of phases.
Yeah. Like,
Also, if you went through like
in
me,
that house, we both went through a lot of
Yeah.
phases.
if you took me in like the last year, you'd be like, what the fuck?
no,
like,
there's been.
I went through like a snake bite phase too.
Yeah, I remember
Like
that.
I had snake bites.
I remember that.
Let's start here. I'll give you a little. This is the most current one.
Can we put these photos up like as we go through? Can you send them to him so we can?
Yeah,
post
I mean,
the
you can
video?
just go-
I'll put them up.
Yeah,
they're my profile pictures.
I'll go save them. Well, I don't know which ones you're looking at because
We're on the very most recent one.
We're going from like first profile picture to the very last one.
We're just gonna do a slideshow.
Yeah, we're just going over the little
Okay,
slideshow.
I'll
So
go
there's.
I guess I'll just go save them all.
Yeah, this was July 5th. This was what I wore on the 4th of July.
Okay, so he's starting from this year.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was in January. This was cold. Look at that beard.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that was from
That's a
January.
pretty cool one. I like that one.
That was last August because middle of pandemic
Can you turn
hype.
that a little bit more this way to me?
There you go. Look at
Thank
that.
you.
A little more pandemic hype, so I got the mask on.
Of course, yeah.
That is 2019,
Do you know
which
who
was the most
Chris
previous.
Webby is?
I do not know who Chris Webby is.
Okay, I might show you him later. You look just like him in that photo.
And
I like it.
then that's 2018.
That's a good look. That's a New York look.
That's 2018 as well.
Man, literally too angry to say.
Staring off.
I like
a
that.
mountain.
I like that. That's funny.
2018. 2018. There's a lot. I was feeling myself in 2018 apparently.
I can see that. Definitely feeling yourself a lot. Definitely with the scarves too.
2017. 17.
I'm glad there's gonna be pictures put up right here because I'm.
Yeah, you just camera's just standing back. That's like
I can't see anything.
I
so-
mean, I'm looking through these, and these all look like the stereotype of like a guy going through phases. Like these all match up
Wait, do
perfectly.
you see my profile pictures?
this is when I was
Oh,
a
I'm sure.
this is when I was
Mine
a
too.
manager at the hotel. Like when I
With
worked,
rocking the vest. Okay.
I always wore vests. I wore vests.
I don't know what that photo was.
That's just me upside down.
I
Okay.
remember when I went.
I thought it was you twerking with your legs
with
up
my
there for
with
some
my
reason.
ex-wife when we were dating.
Yeah.
we were going on like she wanted to go to prom and I was like I don't want to go to a prom.
I'm
Like I'm-
21 years old. I can't go to prom.
Yeah. So I literally
You guys
borrowed
got whiskey?
all of his clothes.
Uh-huh.
I borrowed literally everything I was wearing was his that I wore that night.
Nice.
I love suits. I love dressing up.
That is 2012.
That doesn't even look like you. Oh my god.
That's 2012.
Oh my.
Oh, that's 2011.
This-
that was
this-
drugs.
Is this teenage years?
No.
How old is this?
2011. I'm 20.
How old are you?
24.
I'm
how old you are.
32.
See, I don't know anybody's. Everyone's just
2011,
everyone's
you
just
were,
alive
22?
to
22.
20. Yeah, I was 22 at this point in time.
me. Okay.
This
Basically,
was like,
teenager.
I think this was like right after.
Yeah.
shortly
I'm still
after-
basically
maybe,
a teenager
Maybe
at this
right before I moved out, or right,
Right after you moved out at this point. This is probably
It's a
no. You
Fallout
still
Boy
lived
look.
with me right here. That's 2011.
So Fallout Boy.
That's actually this is from like 2009.
So emo punk.
That's like an old.
I mean,
picture.
most of them have been emo punk.
So we lived together for what, 2 years?
Yeah, pretty much 2
Yeah.
years. 2011, where I lost some weight.
There was like literally like 9 guys I know that look just like this.
2011. That's my favorite, actually. I miss.
I mean, that's a good one.
because I was
That could
I
be
was
on a,
really
that could be on
skinny.
an album cover.
I was really skinny, but I also was doing a lot of Molly at this point in time.
That's something I've always wanted to
Well,
try
see,
too.
my problem
gets
is
that
on
fun
my
with it.
Facebook is the Facebook I have now.
Yeah.
is not the Facebook I
That
had
you
when
had-
we lived together.
Yeah.
because my
Oh,
ex,
so it's all lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my ex-wife didn't like the fact that I was friends with a lot of females from my past.
Yeah, maybe that should have been a sign.
So I literally deleted, or not deleted it, I logged out of it and created a whole new one. And I don't know how to get into my old one.
We're at long hair, Grace jacket.
What's
Cameron.
there's a name for that
Because
jacket.
It's a peacoat. It's a woman's peacoat, is what it is.
It looks really good though.
Oh no!
in my
I wear a
previous
lot of women's
Facebook,
clothes, just
there's a
because
lot of
women's outerwear is
long
great.
hair Cameron
Yeah.
in that too. Because I grew up my hair pretty long.
Yeah.
I'm so mad that like, and then of course the
The shirt,
plaid,
the shared
plaid
shirt.
Yeah, the shared shirt.
2011.
was such a great shirt.
2011.
That's such a.
I don't even
like,
know what
literally,
happened to that shirt. I have no idea what happened to
Those
it.
are so different.
2010. Same jacket.
And then Gyarados.
Gyarados.
Yeah.
This is 2010.
I had a phase
Zombie,
where like I had this
joke
jacket
beard.
that had a really furry hood, and I wore it.
All
the
Yeah,
time.
you lived in that fucking jacket.
It was green, like a what is it, like
Showing
a
off
pea
the
green
tattoo.
maybe, and it like
I
had
actually didn't know you had a tattoo right there.
I have yeah.
it had like a really furry hood, and I wore that everywhere. That beanie everywhere.
I was like 315 pounds at this point in time.
Yeah, but you're tall.
I was still gutted.
I mean, I
out.
can see the gut a little bit.
2010.
Oh my god.
I remember the first time we asked you to
That's a Twitch streamer.
come on stage and sing a song. You were
I was a girthy boy.
you were a big boy then.
I was very big.
Because I remember when we showed you the video, you're like, "Oh my god, I can't stand how I look right
Yeah,
now."
I look gross. I was big. That's 2009 with blonde in the hair. There's my good fiddle.
No one will ever believe my fat stage because I never
My
took a
very
photo of
first
it. Oh my god.
2007.
Oh my god, that's that looks like a thing that I'd find on like 4chan of a stalker.
That's
Oh my god.
long ago, man.
That one's at least half decent. The other ones, you.
I look bad.
That one, you look like you just fucking murdered a
I just
family.
want everyone to
Oh
know
my
I have not
God.
seen any of these.
You see
because
these photos, but yeah,
the
those two
computer
photos
turned
you
the
murdered
opposite
a
way of
family
me.
like that. Like their bodies are buried behind the pile of leaves.
Here's what I want to do.
You are.
Is I want to
attack.
Lost it.
Oh man, Attack!
That's literally Attack.
You posted Attack
music
the other
video
day,
right
and
there.
I literally sent you a message. I was like, "Oh my god, it's such a great song."
Oh yeah. Is what I posted.
I remember when Smokeahanas was the shit.
Oh no, we're
I mean,
talking
it's
about
still
Stick
pretty
Stickly.
good. Sticks. Oh my god. Can we
Crabcore?
play? I want to play the beginning of Stick Stickly.
I don't think we can.
I don't think we can.
We can.
But what I want to do in here is get a like 32-inch,
We're gonna put a
24-inch, whatever, a TV and like mount it,
We need-
and then have my computer run to it, so like we
All
can
of us
literally
can
see
look-
everything
Yeah,
on
we
there.
can all just be like, hey, check it out. Look at
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Actually,
Yeah.
we could just have me bring my extra laptop. We could have laptop as the searching thing. Like anything you want to pull it up on the laptop.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, whatever.
He's talking long run. And
Yeah, I'm talking about like so you guys can
No,
see.
I'm saying just so
each
it's not
other-
running
you
on the
can-
same
you guys
computer
can
that's
see
also
yourselves on the
recording.
screen, so you know how the camera looks and like that way
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
monitoring everything.
Si, senor.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that's a long. It's about $150 investment. I've already put them in my Amazon wish list.
I've got a TV that you can use.
Oh,
I've
I
got
had a
32-inch
TV that you could
TV
use, but
that's
then I
sitting
broke it.
in the
I just
closet at my
I
cousin's
just needed a
house.
long HDMI cord and a
I have a long. Well,
I think I've got
yeah,
a
I need a
6-foot
long.
HDMI cord.
I have a pretty decently lengthed HDMI.
Okay, then we just need a mount.
Yeah.
That's 15
There we go.
bucks.
Everything discussed. We're
There
good.
we go. We got it.
Okay, we got it.
Anyways, I think we should probably go ahead and sign off before this train rolls down, my guys.
So
Absolutely.
this is a good cue for stay tuned for Off the Rails.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Absurditee69, Absurd Entertainment on YouTube, Patreon, subscribe.
Toodaloo!
Doodles! Whoa, I can't. Bye! Whoa. Can we have the opening of like CSI Miami, where it's just the
Yeah! Bow, bow, bow.
we won't get fooled again.
We can't do another singing intro.
Yeah, we've got so many.
Yeah, it's so many. We can't do it.
Yeah.
What's the revenge of revenge?
Yeah. Yeah, what's the revenge of revenge?
That's the avenge actually. The revenge of a revenge is the avenge because you're avenging.
That's true.
That is true.
Revenge of the
definition.
cringe.
So this is the event.
Avenge of the cringe.
Oh God, no.
Age of Ultron.
Out of here.